It's time for GMA3. Shark Bite. We hear from the wife of a former NBA player bitten by a shark while in shallow water while she was 6 months pregnant. She tells us about the bystander who came to her aid and how she's recovering. From thinning to winning. The natural remedies for baldness going viral on social media. But do they really work? Dr. Tara Narula combs through the science. And millions of Swifties' wildest dreams came true overnight.
I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
What Taylor and Travis revealed about her highly anticipated new album, her masters, and their relationship.
He was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox, just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just come outside and meet me.
It's time for GMA3.
Nothing lasts forever.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
I can't help but just sing along.
If I had a voice like that, I would be singing too, but I do not.
Thank you. Oh, guys, stop
Hello,
it.
everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's Friday Eve, or Baby Friday, as we like to call it. I'm Riordan Alley.
I'm Stephanie Ramos, here with Dr. Tara Narula, and our good friend Cameron Matheson is here.
Thank you.
We're so glad that you are here and that all of you can join us on this Thursday.
I'm thrilled to be here, everybody. Coming up, Tori Johnson is here with deals and steals, all from women-owned businesses, all 50% off. We love that.
And Cameron, we're going to put your daytime drama smarts to the test with a pop news game called Soap or No.
Well, you got the right guy. Let's see what you got.
I love the
can't
quizzes.
wait. I can't wait.
So much fun.
But first, we start with the pregnant wife of a former NBA star telling her frightening story of being bitten by a shark. Victor Oquendo spoke with her and joins us now. Hey, Cameron, this happened at a packed beach in Puerto Rico that this family would visit often. Former NBA player Danilo Gallinari, his pregnant wife Eleonora, their 2 young children, all in the water at the same time when Eleonora was bitten. At first, she thought it was a jellyfish. Then she quickly realized it was something much more serious. The pregnant wife of former NBA player Danilo Gallinari telling her story for the first time since she was bitten by a shark.
I have to say that I'm traumatized. I started crying and screaming, and I was screaming for help in Italian.
Eleonora Boy, a sports journalist from Italy, was swimming in waist-deep water with Gallinari and their 2 young children when all of a sudden her thigh bitten.
I felt a strong pain. My idea was maybe it's a huge jellyfish, but in the reality, it wasn't the jellyfish.
As soon as Eleonora started screaming, I had my son with me. I ran towards my wife and my daughter.
They grabbed their kids and rushed to shore, telling us a woman helped put pressure on the wound with a clean towel until help arrived.
Oh my God, I was saying, I don't want to die. And I want that my baby is safe. And I was crying. I was desperate, really desperate.
Eleonora was rushed to the hospital, 6 months pregnant at the time. Before doctors could operate, they ran hours of tests to make sure the baby was okay. Eleonora expected to make a full recovery.
How difficult is this for you to talk about? You said that you're still traumatized.
I have to be honest, it's not easy because when I remember, I'm still scared and, it's difficult.
How scary. We're so glad she's okay. Our thanks to
terrifying.
Victor Oquendo for that story. Really scary.
Absolutely.
Venus Williams, set to make a Grand Slam comeback at this year's U.S. Open. We love Venus Williams. The 45-year-old has been granted a wild card to compete in the singles championship. Stephanie is following this for us. This is really exciting, not just for tennis fans, for everyone.
Absolutely. This is so exciting. Guys, I actually started taking tennis lessons. Nowhere near the Williams sisters.
You ready to take her on?
But I'm more invested. Not yet. Not ever, maybe. I'm way more invested this year. But yeah, it's been 2 years since we've seen Venus competing at a major. Now the 7-time Grand Slam champion is getting ready to once again take the court at the U.S. Open. She's 45 years old, guys. Williams, though, will be the oldest player in the singles competition since Renee Richards did it at age 47 more than 40 years ago. Venus, who won the U.S. Open back in 2000 and 2001, had already been given a wild card to compete in the mixed doubles. She made a triumphant return to the Pro Tour last month. You may remember this, right? Beating a top 35 player at the D.C. Open after taking more than a year off and having surgery to remove fibroids. Meanwhile, some are speculating that her sister, Serena Serena could return to the U.S. Open in this year's mixed doubles as well. My goodness, that would be amazing. Serena played her last pro match at the U.S. Open 3 years ago, but has fueled speculation with these posts right here on social media. She's working out, she's playing tennis. Is that a sign? We'll have to keep an eye out for Serena and keep a close eye on Venus when the U.S. Open mixed doubles begins Tuesday on ESPN2, with the singles competition beginning August 24th on ESPN and ESPN2 as well.
Venus has a new Barbie doll, too. I don't know if you guys
does.
saw that. There's a new Barbie, Venus Williams Barbie doll.
Yes, yes.
She's having a moment.
They're doing great things. They always have.
All right, guys. Well, this is very exciting for any of you who are Swifties. To Taylor Swift's big reveal, sharing new details about her upcoming album on the Kelsey Brothers podcast. As she and Travis open up about their relationship, Lara Spencer has the highlights.
Hopefully people never thought that we'd go on this podcast and announce an album.
Taylor Swift taking fans behind the life of a showgirl.
Back covers where we find the 12 tracks for my 12
tracks.
12th
Bangers.
album.
In a 2-hour
So we got
conversation
all of
on
them.
boyfriend
So we
Travis
got
Kelce and his
track
brother
one,
Jason's New Heights podcast, the 14-time Grammy winner revealing new details about her highly anticipated 12th studio album.
The title track, The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter!
The superstar also opening up about that amazing moment she learned she had regained ownership of her masters earlier this year.
I get a call from my mom and she's like, you got your music. Yeah. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. It's every time I talk about it.
She also talked about how Travis used the podcast to tell the world he wanted to date her.
This dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone's problem. This kind of felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox, just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just come outside and meet me. Just meet me once. Just give me a chance.
So I was like, if this guy isn't crazy, which is a big if, this is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
They are adorable.
So cute.
Is that what I need to know? Like dating somebody now that I'm in like the date, I gotta go out there with the boombox outside somebody's window.
That's
I mean,
how you do it.
I should have known that.
Or just go
no
to
wonder.
podcast and say, will you date me?
Well,
Toss
well,
a friendship bracelet in there too.
Okay, I gotta work on that. I gotta work on that a little bit.
I love that she went on the podcast to talk about this and talk about her new album. So cute. Yeah, it really is. Well, coming up here on GMA3, from thinning to winning, the natural remedies to treat baldness. Dr. Narula tells us if they really work. It's coming up.
Back now with our hair loss series, From Thinning to Winning. Today we're looking at natural remedies for hair growth going viral online.
This entire experience was so relaxing.
From Korean spa hair to rice water. Hashtag hair growth has 14 billion views on TikTok as influencers unveil the hottest natural hair growth trends.
Dun, 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 dun.
Meet 27-year-old TikTok star Zeph, who started losing his hair in his early 20s.
At first, I didn't really mind. Like, I embraced it. Like, it's not a big deal. And as the time went on, I realized that I haven't taken off a hat for 3 years.
For the past 11 months, he's been sharing his use of natural remedies on social media. While he's tried everything under the sun, there is not a lot of science behind them.
I cannot promise you that a natural remedy will grow hair.
Still, this post of Zeph's going viral, featuring the ingredient everyone is talking about, rosemary oil.
I used rosemary oil for the first 2 months of my hair growth journey and saw little baby hairs pop up, and it quickly turned into like, hey, try minoxidil.
While minoxidil or Rogaine is an FDA-approved medication that gave him great results, he continues to try natural remedies for a boost. He added castor oil to the rosemary oil, which he says helps hydrate his scalp.
Essential oils can damage and burn the scalp, so I usually mix those two together.
Finally, Zeph swears by microneedling, which may help with the absorption of the other topical products he's using. But it can also worsen some conditions, so not everyone is a candidate. While there is some evidence that rosemary oil may help grow hair, dermatologist Dr. Rhonda Farah says be careful.
Whenever you pick something that contains rosemary in it, you're also picking that vehicle. You're picking that lotion, and those things can be irritants to the scalp.
As for Zeph, he's happy with his TikTok fame and his new hair.
I don't think I'd ever get this much hair back, so even to see the minimalist amount of progression has been really cool for me.
Not every type of hair loss can be treated, and no one treatment is for everyone, but you may be able to prevent further hair loss that way. That's why it's so important to speak to a dermatologist to find a plan that works best for you.
It was pretty amazing to see how successful he was in that piece. We saw him using like rosemary oil. We saw things like microneedling,
yes,
which I may have tried in the past. Don't tell anybody.
And you said it was a little painful.
I mean, yeah, it didn't feel great for sure. But I mean, how do you know when somebody is experiencing this just from, getting older, or is it a sign of something maybe deeper that's going on underneath? We talked a little bit about this, but
right. That's a great question. And so certainly, your genetics can play a role, your age can play a role, but there can be some underlying conditions. So things like autoimmune disorders, if you're getting treatments for cancer, thyroid disease, if you have some nutritional deficiencies, even pregnancy, being postpartum, menopause, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. So a lot of underlying medical conditions that can play a role. And get this, even just how you style your hair. So pulling your hair back into a tight ponytail or using those heat products can be damaging. So important to talk to a dermatologist. We do lose about 50 to 100 strands a day. That's normal, and most of us regrow it back. But if you're concerned, getting ahead of it early is really helpful.
Okay, that's great to know.
Did you notice a difference?
I did. I noticed a little bit of a difference. It's more of a preventative. Luckily, I got some hair still going on up there.
Yes, you do. Hair. Looks good.
It's been great. It was like a little microneedling with some stem cells too, so it seemed to work. But anyway, sorry guys.
And it's interesting to hear that microneedling is used for the scalp. I always just thought of that for your face, not so much your head.
Well, you have the perfect example right here.
I mean, just let me try it.
He's got a great head of hair.
Sure does. All right, coming up, we are putting General Hospital star, this guy over here, Cameron, to the test in our Pop News quiz, soap or nope? Stick around.
We're back now with Pop News and Will Gann.
I know we've talked about Taylor Swift already, but never enough Taylor Swift, you guys. On the heels of her first podcast appearance ever, Taylor Swift and her fans are getting their life this afternoon. The life of a showgirl, that is. Taylor revealing these stunning alternate covers for her 12th studio album. Plus, Taylor confirmed that she's written and produced this album with Shellback and Max Martin. This is the team, you guys, behind her songs Shake It Off and Blank Space and I Knew You Were Trouble, so those big pop bangers. The new album has 12 tracks, including one collaboration with Sabrina Carpenter, and Travis Kelce says they're all bangers, and that makes sense considering Max Martin also worked on one of the best pop songs of all time, Oops, I Did It Again. Just to name one, he's worked on several incredible songs. The other major headlines from that podcast last night, it's only 12 tracks, no double album, no bonus tracks, which we're sort of used to when it comes to Taylor Swift. She also promised that despite the big pop banger energy of the music, there's still going to be that storytelling and lyricism that she used in Folklore to win Album of the Year. At the Grammys that year.
Do you already have a countdown set up in every room?
Yeah, have I already ordered the vinyl and the alternate vinyls?
Pre-orders right now, right?
Exactly, exactly.
My daughter knows. Yes. I've been informed.
Yes, your daughter has good taste.
Well,
yeah.
He's getting ready for the concert already.
That's
ready
right.
for the tour.
That's right. That's right. Finally, we can't have a soap opera star like Cameron Matheson here without bringing in a little bit of drama to the couch. So we've created a game called Soap or Nope. Cameron, you're going to bring us a couple of headlines of the week, and I will react soap opera style. If my reaction is General Hospital worthy, you say soap. And if it needs a little work, it's a nope. So soap or nope.
We got the sign right here.
Perfect.
Consider this an audition, young man.
No pressure.
Here we go. First up, a new James Bond casting rumor could be a first for the 007 franchise. We're talking about a red-headed James Bond. Give it to me, Will.
A red-headed James Bond.
Red-headed James Bond. I gotta say, that's great. So just so I'm clear, like a little bit of mixture of like shock and like dismay maybe in there?
And awe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not opposed.
Not opposed.
So that was soap. You guys like that one?
You
guys, everybody, we're all on board.
Great.
Yeah.
So far, you're doing great. Here we go. Next, Chappell Roan says her second album doesn't exist yet. Probably going to take at least 5 years to come out.
Chappell Roan, No! Why?
Let it hang. Wait for it. Awkward. Yes, you got it.
It's staying.
That's really good. You're knocking it out of the park. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about my future on the soap opera. Okay, here we go. Number 3, Mariah Carey regrets filming her 1994 classic, All I Want for Christmas in a Santa costume. She regrets it.
She regrets the Santa costume?
Yeah.
What else would you wear?
Look at this guy. He is amazing. I will say it's a little bit of Zoolander in the sense that I'm getting a similar reaction to all of the things.
Nope?
I might kind of give you a nope on that one, only because I'm starting to see some sort of familiarity. Maybe a little bit of range next time.
All right. Give me Taylor Swift just announced her 12th studio album.
Okay, go ahead. She just announced her 12th studio album. Quick. There it is. Okay, good. He got it. We're going to go out on that.
We'll be right back.
Nailed it.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, we're getting ready for the U.S. Open with Chef Josh Capon. He's one of the featured chefs for the event, and he always shows us something delicious to eat while we're watching the match or just sticking in. Cannot wait. He is so good.
We'll also find out what fills your cup at Sepia Coffee in Detroit, a coffee shop dedicated to preserving the history, serving the community, and brewing a great cup of coffee.
Food, coffee, it's sounding good already. Plus some music. Grammy winner Leve sings us into the weekend, performing live for our GMA Summer Concert Series. But right now, we're going to Riordan and Tori for deals and steals. What do you have for us?
Yes, coffee, music, food tomorrow. But today, we've got shopping with my friend Tori. And these are all women-owned businesses.
All women-owned businesses. I'm so excited about all of them. This is the best way to celebrate your style with a little charm.
Yes.
The canvas style. We've got a big assortment. These are their brand new scarf necklaces. I'm very much into the sardines. Sardines are like having a moment
They
right
are
now.
having a big moment.
I mean, it's the easiest way to get a necklace, a bag charm, either a chain, and then be able to swap. They have dozens of options for charms, all really fabulous and all half price, which is great.
We love it.
Okay, we also love Third Love. If you've got a problem, as they say, they have a solution. The only brand that also makes half cup sizes. There is a solution for every, not only like your own personal fit, but also what you're wearing. So you definitely want to check out Third Love when it's all 50%.
How you know it's a woman-owned business, because they make half sizes.
Exactly.
It's back to school time.
It's back to school time. What grades are your kids going into?
4th, 1st, and 6th.
We've got a t-shirt for each of those. We also have these amazing planners from Callie Danielle. She is a former elementary school teacher. She is also a doodler and a mom, and so she created all of the original art. It's a flat lay planner that's great for teachers, busy moms, professionals, kind of anyone who just values the beauty and excitement and inspiration of a planner, plus all of the classroom decoration as well, and it's all half price.
I love writing things down so I don't forget.
Exactly, and the planners are beautiful. Nicole Ari Parker was here, and this is her line called Gym Wrap. She said that a lot of people, including herself, were not working out because they were worried about messing up their hair in the middle of the day or at the beginning of the day and kind of setting you off track, so then you just don't work out because you don't want to mess up your hair. This Gym Wrap solves that because it's an easy way to keep hair in place, to absorb the sweat, to keep you cool as well. She also looks fabulous in it going to brunch and kind of anywhere. It's a phenomenal product. We've got all the sizes. It was an Oprah favorite. Women's Health says best wrap for your hair, all 50% off. They're really fabulous.
And really cute.
Super cute. Dr. Whitney Bowe, one of our favorite dermatologists. We've got a big assortment of her products. One of my favorites is the lip peptide treatment. Use it twice a day. It's immediate hydration, but then it also helps to enhance that Cupid's bow that everybody wants, that Cupid's bow. So it's that peptide treatment that she's formulated, but all of her products are amazing. She curated the sets for us all at 50%
This
off.
is silky smooth, by the way.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
So then you want to use it to get the benefits.
Hello.
And then finally, meet Megan. I'm so excited because this is the Mahjong brand of America. And the story behind it, though, is what excites me even more. Megan started in your garage. Is it 3 years ago?
3 years ago this fall.
Now, 27 employees, tens of millions of dollars in annual sales. What do you attribute the resurgence of this game?
This game brings people together. It gets you off your phone. You have to sit and be present when you play. It's also about a beautiful tablescape, an American beautiful tablescape.
That's what you were telling me. That people will match. They'll match their game tiles to their cocktails.
Yes, and they have multiple mats. They bring out different ones based on what they're hosting for. So it's really neat to see how they make these beautiful settings out of that.
Depending on the season or the celebration.
Exactly.
I mean, this is literally one of the brands that our viewers are so unbelievably obsessed with. And I think it's because of the beauty that you've put into, but you're still true to the classics.
We're still true to the traditional Chinese imagery. So if you've played for 50 years or you're a newbie, you'll understand the symbols because they're all based on tradition, but they just have some updated color and a bit of funk to them.
These are amazing. And I have to ask you, because you said the business started 3 years ago in your garage.
Yes.
And now you have 27 employees. What do you attribute that massive success in such a short time? What do you attribute that to? Give people some advice.
I think it's the moving fast. You go, go, go. You never stop. There's always something the next day, so make sure you get what you need to do today.
And I think that's something that, like, so many small business owners have in common. Like, you didn't know then what you know today, and sometimes that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Because otherwise you would have been too scared to do it.
1,000.
And so you just did. Okay, last thing, tell us how does someone new get into this game?
Yes. So you have to have a teacher. It's really hard to learn
on your own. Okay.
No, it's not Googleable or Google. You can't do that. Exactly. Thank you. So we have over 800 teachers across the country. If you go to our website, on the bars up top, it says Find a Teacher. And that's how you can pair with one in your area.
But you said it's as easy as just like couple hours, couple lessons. Like
two-hour lessons. I feel like you can walk away and know how to play.
Everyone you know,
yeah,
which is even better.
Exactly.
Megan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
As always, we have partnered with all of these great companies on these fabulous products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. There's also the QR code on the screen. It will take you right there. And don't go anywhere. We have Rick Riordan, the author of the beloved Percy Jackson series, is here. We're going to talk to him coming up.
Back now with a man who created a global phenomenon in young adult fiction, the Percy Jackson series. They're celebrating its 20th anniversary, and we're delighted to welcome its best-selling author, Rick Riordan. He is also set to release his newest book, The Court of the Dead, a Nico D'Angelo adventure, still in that Percy Jackson world. Rick, it is wonderful to have you here.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. So I have to share with you, and I've shared this, my sons are huge fans of the Percy Jackson series on Disney+, the books as well. They're actually in a theater camp right now putting on the musical, the stage production of Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief.
I love that.
Yes, they're having a wonderful, wonderful time. But it's been 20 years since the book hit stores. I mean, it's been on the New York Times bestsellers list for 788 weeks combined altogether. Walk us through how this all came about. It started with the story, right?
It did. It started with a bedtime story for my son, who was 9 years old at the time. I was a middle school teacher then. He was struggling with ADHD and dyslexia, not feeling too good about himself as a student, so I used Greek mythology the way myths have always been used to try to explain something. And I said, well, imagine a world in which if you have ADHD and dyslexia, that could be a sign that you're very special indeed. It might mean you're a demigod, half mortal. And he latched onto that right away.
I bet he did. I bet he did. I don't care who you are. I'd love to hear that. That's such a wise and a great parenting move. And at that time also, you were a middle school teacher, like you alluded to. And at that time, you let your class read an early draft, and they even kind of helped you come up with the title. Is that right?
That's right. I got to tell you, I was more nervous showing my manuscript to my middle school students than I had ever been showing it to an editor in New York, because, as you know, middle school kids are brutally honest.
They are.
But they were great. They gave me great feedback. And the thing about the title was, the original title was The Son of the Sea God. And one of my sixth grade girls said, Mr. Riordan, you can't call it that because that gives it away too soon. And I said, you know what? You're right. And so we went back to the drawing board and came up with the title The Lightning Thief instead.
And you still have special connection to those kids. You were telling us during the commercial break, those kids from 20 years ago, one in particular, you still are in contact with.
That very girl, in fact, has now grown up and is married and a mother on her own, and she now is married into the family. It just turns out to one of the executives we work with at Disney Plus for the TV show.
That is
What are the odds of that?
Circle, wow.
And you actually are an executive producer on that show as well, and you have been so hands-on with the Broadway musical, several films. What is it like putting on that hat and seeing your story that you worked for so long come to the screen and the stage and all these things?
It is an amazing experience to be on set and to get to know the actors in the TV show. The opportunity to be an executive producer lets me be hands-on from the very early writers' rooms all the way through to the final production. It's just been a pleasure, and I have to tell you, it's given me great respect for all the work that actors and producers put in to make a show happen, because as you all know, it's not easy to put on a TV show.
Well,
So you have a new book coming out. Tell us a little bit about The Court of the Dead. And also I have to ask you, like Stephanie's kids, my 12-year-old daughter has read all your books, and she wanted to know, how do you actually get into the mind of a middle schooler?
Well, that's a great question. Well, the book, The Court of the Dead, is a spin-off of Percy Jackson's world. It's based on Nico D'Angelo, the son of Hades, who is a fan favorite from Percy Jackson. And this is his own story. It's the second one I've written about Nico, and it is so much fun. And in terms of getting into the mind of a middle schooler, you know, even after 20 years, I can put myself back in the middle school classroom pretty easily and imagine that sitting in front of me are my own students. And I just try to tell a story that will keep them engaged and make them feel like they're seen and their lives are relevant and they can be demigod heroes too.
I love that.
You've inspired so many students over the years. You're about to go on a national tour in support of this book. What do you love about that experience?
It is wonderful to get in front of kids again and to see the enthusiasm. Anytime you're in a room with, say, 1,000 kids and their parents, and they're all happy and shouting and asking questions and clapping, and it's about books. They're excited about reading adventures. That's the greatest feeling for me as a teacher, as a writer in the world.
Wow.
We are inspiring students to read.
Yes, you've been inspiring students for many, many years, and we're so excited about your new book, The Court of the Dead, a Nico D'Angelo adventure. Hits bookstores nationwide on September 23rd. And coming up, don't go anywhere, we're in Maryland. It is our 50 States in 50 Weeks countrywide tour. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, 50 States in 50 Weeks continues. America the Beautiful, and the next stop in our tour around the nation is Maryland. Morgan Norwood is there in Annapolis. Hey, how you doing, Morgan?
Hi there, good afternoon from Annapolis, aka Naptown as the locals call it, where the Old Line State is serving up everything from history to culture and a whole lot of flavor. I mean, you can smell it in the air. From crabs to celebs, we are digging into some fun facts that make Maryland one of a kind. Take a look.
Good morning from Terp Nation. Or should I say, hey, hun.
Tracy, wake up, hon.
Grab your snowball, Maryland's summer treat, as we welcome you to the Old Line State. The bustling city of Baltimore, a backdrop for iconic film and TV moments, from Hairspray to The Wire.
The game is out there, and it's either play or get played.
Actress Jada Pinkett Smith, Olympian Michael Phelps, actor David Hasselhoff, and singer Toni Braxton, all born in Baltimore.
Can you see?
And hey, did you know Maryland's the birthplace of the Star-Spangled Banner? It built the first U.S. railroad, and it's the 7th state in the Union. The state capital, Annapolis, also known as the sailing capital of the U.S. And look, in the home of the Chesapeake Bay, you can't forget the crabby cuisine. Maryland, synonymous with the blue crab.
Good morning, America!
Seafood reigns supreme, seasoned with the state's signature Old Bay spice.
All right, listen up. So we got to keep the fun facts coming, right? So the Old Line State is actually a nickname given to us by the first president, George Washington. It was named after the Maryland Line troops, which he called courageous and brave following the Revolutionary War. It also turns out that he pretty much frequented this Middleton Tavern here, which has been here since 1750. And joining me now from Middleton Tavern is Sophia Hardesty. Sophia, we can smell the food here.
Yes.
This restaurant has been here for decades, for years, hundreds of years.
Yes.
Talk to me about what it took to preserve this history. Your father-in-law was instrumental in that.
Yes. So my father-in-law, Jerry Hardesty, he owned Middleton Tavern for over 50 years. He took it over in 1968. And he made sure to keep the tavern historic. That's such an important part of Annapolis, is to have these historic taverns. When you walk inside, you will see artifacts, you will see paintings, and even documents that have to do with Annapolis's history. Also, the food is classic Annapolis fare. It's stuff that would have been eaten hundreds of years ago. We still have that food here at the tavern.
That's incredible to think about our founding fathers. Who were some of the other people that, frequented Middleton Tavern?
So we had George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Ben Franklin. We have documentation that they took the ferry over here to Middleton Tavern and they slept there. It was also a social gathering place. So the taverns back in the day, it was a hub. It was a hub for meetings of different organizations and for people to get together, and even live music. Middleton's right now still preserves that. It's still a place to go and make friends. You walk in, you know people. But also we have live music. We've got a piano bar upstairs and we have live music downstairs, local Annapolis artists playing almost every day of the week.
That's got to be incredible. What are, the visitors telling you, especially those who are visiting Maryland and Annapolis for the first time, when they walk inside that tavern and they see all of the history, they're tasting this amazing food. What's been the feedback here?
I think a lot of people say, wow, it is unchanged. You walk in there, the floors are creaking, there's old fireplaces, and it's just beautiful. It's like you're walking back into 1750. There's not many places in America where you can truly say that nowadays. So people are wowed by it.
It's like walking back in time. I mean, it's history that you can feel, and also that you can taste as well. Talk to me about some of the Maryland staples.
Okay.
Old Bay, gotta have it.
Old Bay, so good. Anyone who is from Maryland, who has visited Maryland, knows that we like to put Old Bay in everything, especially our seafood. So this whole tray is just covered in Old Bay. Our rockfish stuffed with crab Middleton, which is one of our specialties. We've got
the shrimp.
Yes.
I've been eyeing
shrimp
that one
with
all
Old Bay,
morning long.
Crab cakes with Old Bay, and then
oyster
shooters.
Oh, oyster shooter. Okay, so how do you usually eat that?
You
How does it
literally just throw it back. So this is an oyster in here. This is our homemade Middleton's cocktail sauce. Actually, Jerry Hardesty, my father-in-law, is the one that created the oyster shooter. You can find them all over Maryland now, but we are the original. You literally take it, you can chew it if you want, or you swallow it. It has a delicious taste. It feels weird, but I promise you, it's so good. So come to Middleton's, get an oyster shooter. I promise you won't regret it.
So just like a shot. And speaking of shot, I tried the Orange Crush earlier. Amazing.
So good.
So good. And talk to me a little bit about that particular drink.
Okay, so the Orange Crush is the official Maryland drink as of 2025. It's so good. You have to have fresh squeezed orange juice in it. You can't just have orange juice from a can or from a container, anything like that. It's orange juice and Sprite, and then if you're a grown-up, you can put some grown-up things in it as well.
Thank you, Sophia. It's been so great hanging out with the good people of Annapolis, Maryland. Guys, we're going to toss it back to you.
Thank you, Morgan.
So much to do in Maryland. And I love Annapolis. It's such a beautiful town. The U.S. Naval Academy is there.
Is it just me or my stomach's literally rumbling? Like, could you hear it?
You're not alone, my friend.
Did you hear it? I'm just telling you. All right, everybody, we'll be right back.
Thank you all for joining us, and thank you for coming on the show. This was great.
Thanks for having me. I have such a good time here. And everybody, check out your local listings for General Hospital right here on ABC.
Will do. Bye. Have a good day.